TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What are your thoughts on New Jack?
Great guy. You know, a lot of people. New Jack is one of those misunderstood people. You know what I mean? Maybe because I'm like the type A personality that he is, and I might be off the wall or something like that. But he's just misunderstood. He's a great guy.
Did you hear about the incident he was just involved in down in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida?
I heard something about that, about a stabbing in the ring or something like that. But I mean, I can't believe the guy New Jack stabbed somebody in the ring.
We did a shoot interview a little bit ago with New Jack, and he publicly came out and bashed a lot of the ECW guys like Paul Heyman, the Dudleys. He really trashed Blue Meanie and Jasmine and a lot of other people. Do you think that he's bitter, or do you think he has valid points?
Whatever Jack said is exactly what Jack believes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jack's not the bitter type.
Besides the Shane Douglas incident, I know you were involved also with New Jack up in, I think it was Minnesota. What are your memories of that little incident?
I don't know. I'd always hit Jack with me and Jack have always been friends. We're still friends to this day, and I don't know. I had said something. We were both drunk. I'm always drunk, and I said something. He threw a bottle at me. Guido was sitting next to me. He threw a bottle at me. I think I blocked it with this. I blocked the bottle with this wrist. The bottle exploded on my wrist. I grabbed him, threw him up against the wall. And he might have been hurt or something. I said something to piss him off or something like that. But it was over and done with in 20 seconds, and we were outside partying a minute afterwards.
What is something that you will always remember in your ECW career?
Having fun, just having fun constantly. We always had fun. There was no political problems. You know what I mean? You didn't have to worry about people stabbing you in the back, and just everybody was really pulling for the good of the company. You know what I mean? Not guys so worried about this and that. It's just guys worried about how can we get this product over the best way.
As far as like the psychology of the business, do you think it's a lost art now?
Well, yeah, I think it's a lost art, especially when you get into the more violence. When you have with violence, the psychology is to have a reason for the violence. There's no reason for a lot of the violence, and especially when you have a lot of indie shows out there, you're not doing enough shows where it's easy to get together, to get into a program, and have something steady and have really a good feel for what you're doing and know where you are and where you want to be. You know what I mean? Because you're just not working with the guy enough. You're not traveling on the road with him a couple days a week. You're not sleeping in the same hotel room with him and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you can't really get it together on an indie way. And I mean, sure, the psychology part's always going to be there, but there's always going to be and I'm glad of it because 90% of the people don't get it. You know what I mean? And if they got it, then us 10% that do get it wouldn't be worth as much as we are.
So do you feel that maybe in a couple of years, when the veterans are pretty much phased out of the business, that the whole business is going to be different?
I don't know. How much can you change this damn business? You know what I mean? I mean, the aesthetics are, it does say wrestling on the marquee, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if there's going to be like a new wave of wrestling. If there was a new wave, believe me, I'd like to be in on it, but I haven't really thought about it much. But how much can you really change?
Whatever happened to your wrestling school in Delaware?
I got tired. Man, I got my ADD so off the wall that I had Gary the Pitbull running it for me, and then I just lost interest.
Right.
I mean, because I wasn't really doing it for money or anything like that. You know what I mean? I had to be up there with the bar anyway, so I was just there, and Gary needed something to do, so that's kind of why I did it. You know what I mean? I didn't really do it to make money or anything like that, just to teach some guys.
In Florida, it was Pensacola, Florida. What happened with the night?
Pensacola, Florida. I was so drunk. I was in Tom Landry's bar with me, Fonzie, Little Guido, maybe Spike Dudley. We're doing oyster shooters with shots of vodka in the afternoon. I think we stopped counting at like 16 or something like that. And I had almost finished a half gallon of vodka. It was pretty much a blackout situation because I don't really remember much of it, but I could pretty much piece together the night of the things that I did from. I don't remember being in the ring at all. I don't remember combing my pubic hair with Dawn Marie's brush. It was just on Simon out there. I haven't seen him in a while. I had who was the guy who had a sword or something in the ring?
A sword?
Oh,
Jerry, maybe?
No.
Simon
Diamond.
Who?
The guy came with Simon Diamond.
Yeah, that guy had a sword or something like that. I was running around with sliding a sword in the crack of my ass. Just doing all kinds of stupid drunken shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I guess I wish I could have remembered it getting naked in front of like 3,000 people in Pensacola. I mean, how many people can get naked in a crowd like that and not get fired?
Well, you did actually get in a fist fight that night, I think, afterwards.
Oh, well, yeah, it was a little. That wasn't really a fun. See, I do remember that part. apparently I did something during the match, stupid or something like that, and Jack wasn't too happy about it. Not New Jack.
Jack Victory.
Yeah, Jack Victory wasn't happy. He threw a punch at me or something like that. And but there was a couple guys in between us, so we were in a small bathroom or something like that. But I love Jack Victory. Jack Victory is a great guy, man, and I apologized to him for it. You know what I mean? So I hope it was water under the bridge.
Quickly, your kids, since you brought it up, I mean, has there ever been a time where maybe Tyler, I don't know how old he is now, where he looked up to you?
Tyler's 15 and bigger than you.
I know, I haven't seen him.
He's 6'1", like 208, I think he was weighing last week.
Wow. Speaking of him, as far as like, doing drugs and stuff like that, if
none of them have ever touched it. I guess they've seen it, and I had no problem. My kids always knew exactly what I did. If I was snorting cocaine, if I smoked pot 10 times a day, taking a lot of codeine and painkillers and stuff like that from breaking all the bones in the business. But I never hid it from my kids, the fact that I did drugs or what drugs that I happen to be doing. And I'm proud of that to this day. And as far as I know to this day, neither one of my kids does drugs. I mean, my third kid, Oliver, he's only 6 years old. So.
Right. If they seen you doing it, what do you tell them? Don't do what daddy's doing?
No. Basically, my philosophy was, just like in the wrestling business, I never lied to my kids because I never wanted my kids to lie to me. I always told them that there's going to be a time in your life where you're going to come across this road, you're going to have to cross this bridge just like I did, and you're going to have to make your own decisions when it comes there.
I think it's like the biggest, you came to a show, you thought this is like a big indie moment, like it was so ghetto that you thought it was just indie. Like you ever have like an experience like that where you're just like, oh, this is
Plenty of them.
You have
Plenty
a
of them.
story.
Just plenty of them. You know what I mean? But to me, it's like I don't care if there's 9 people out there in the audience. I'm still there to entertain, and I'm still going to work just as hard. You know what I mean?
Is there anything you want to say to the wrestling fans you never had a chance to say to before?
Just that I think I'm having more fun than you are. Believe it or not. Thank you. Peace.
Thanks, man.
Title Match Network, your source for everything pro wrestling, with exclusive live pay-per-views featuring top talent from around the world.
Oh, I like that one.
Details direct from the source with deep diving shoot interviews and podcasts.
I love it. I love being a part of Title Match Network.
Get extreme with exclusive death matches.
I threw the door!
And of course, the best selection in women's wrestling available.
Oh! What's gonna happen?
With thousands of clips featured on Title Match Network's YouTube channel with over 2.3 million subscribers.
Oh!
All at the tips of your fingers. Every style available 24/7 on demand. Visit TitleMatchNetwork.com to sign up today and start watching instantly.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.
TitleMatchNetwork.com